Are we live yet? Where am I? Here. Come on. Okay. There we go. So, for this one, I'm going to be not leaving. Going to go to Dock 42. This should be the Aria mission. Over to Omega.
Are you Bray?
The great Commander Shepard. And me without my autograph book.
Save it. Just take me to Aria.
Follow me.
So where is she?
Shepard.
Aria. How dramatic.
There are too many eyes and ears in Purgatory.
I assume this is about retaking Omega?
This is about your war, Shepard. Cerberus controlling the Terminus system seriously bolsters their mobility. Since taking Omega, they've spread through the galaxy. Surely the Alliance has noticed.
Cut to the chase. What's your plan?
Kick them out. I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines and invade. Once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's the one who ousted me.
Don't know him.
The elusive man's top military strategist and best kept secret. But all you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard.
What's your intel on the occupation?
Petrovsky's army is massive and he's got Omega locked tight. The information stops there.
So you're winging it?
Not at all. There are secrets on Omega only I know. Secrets that will provide us a foothold. I can tell you this. Petrovsky's invasion was precise and ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to win.
Sounds familiar.
Shepard, I know my reputation. I know I'm hated. I ruled Omega with an iron fist. But the people were free. Their lives were theirs. I preserved that. This man took all that away and
I just remembered I'm doing a Renegade run.
When Omega is mine again, I'll give you everything. I've got ships, mercs, Ezo, all yours for the war.
What's the catch?
I have objections to some of the company you keep. So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind.
My crew are professionals.
Let's just say, I want you all to myself. Bray will provide coordinates to my fleet. Oh, and while we're still in the Citadel, please be discreet.
The fleet is hidden in this system. Signal me when you're on your way. Aria and I will meet you on the command ship. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
Oh yeah. I got some pistol running. That's right. We got Aria. Yeah, why not? Damage is a waste of time. Oh, of course. And this. Yep. Biotic Boss is her class. Let's do power. Power. Damage drone to shields. Damage done, sorry, not drone. Or the radius. Let's do a bigger radius. And then we'll do lash. Let's do that one. Oh yeah.
We're outshipped 4-1, and most of our vessels are transports with limited firepower.
We're not here to win a space battle, Jarl. We just have to punch through their line.
So you've commandeered a Cerberus cruiser.
The guest of honor has arrived. We can finally start.
Let me guess. You're planning on infiltrating the enemy fleet.
Exactly. We position ourselves to strike a crippling blow, then my forces join the fun.
Works for me.
If you're as accommodating the rest of the way, we'll get along very well.
Then let's quit talking and get to it.
Bray, move through the relay. Signal the fleet to wait. They only follow on my command. Head for the command ship.
Cruiser, I don't have you on the flight plan. Identify yourself.
This is Captain Lance. Run voice recognition. Alpha Tango Z. We took damage. Seeking repairs.
Identity confirmed, Captain. Hold for approach authorization.
How did you get the captain to say that?
The hard way. That's right. Nice and slow.
Be patient. Get as close as you can.
Fire! signal the fleet through the relay.
Well, that's gone according to plan so far.
We're through. Head straight for the station.
We're being hailed by the General.
Should be interesting. Put him through.
Arya, I knew this had to be you. You'll never make it. Call it off now.
You're barking up the wrong tree, General. But maybe you can convince my partner.
Commander Shepard, I've heard great things about you.
I doubt the Illusive Man thinks of me that highly.
I do my own research, Commander. A pity you left, Cerberus. We all sabotage ourselves in nefarious ways. Perhaps deep down you fear success. And Arya clearly thinks seeing you will unsettle me. Now it's my turn. I see you've gone to the trouble of augmenting that ship with Solaris armoring. An exorbitant waste. I've made improvements to Omega's outer defenses. My cannons will cut through you at will.
He sounds pretty confident.
Yeah, he does.
So again, I say turn back.
Let's see what you've got, Oleg. End transmission. That went well. Set preset course. We're ramming the station. Everyone brace for impact.
What?
Omega's kinetic barrier will stop my ships from landing. I equipped this cruiser with disruptors to take it out on impact. Don't worry. We'll probably survive the crash.
Shield's gone. All systems failing.
We can make it!
Arya, don't be stupid. Sound the evac.
Damn it! Program escape pods for the station.
Let's go! Everyone out! There's no time!
And just like that, things are going well.
Guess that asshole really did upgrade Omega's outer defenses.
So it would seem.
You can thank him later once we take it back.
Hope the other escape pods made it.
All right, what's our target?
Need to hit the defense system station. Shut down Omega's outer defenses so my ships can land. If we don't, they'll be blown to bits like we were.
Got it.
Nope, Force is down.
This is what I brought you for. Ground assault. In combat, what you say goes.
Makes sense. We play to our strengths.
I know where we need to go, and you can get us there.
Okay, let's move.
Which means Shepard gets to actually boss Arya around
I'm
so long as
back,
we're fighting.
Die!
Okay, next lot. Come on.
Our pod took out the main
Okay.
exit. Use the controls to lower the blast door. over here, Shepard.
Yeah, let me check for lootables.
Aria to fleet. You alive out there?
Barely. Holding our own with the Cerberus fleet, but Omega's defenses are shredding us.
Keep my army intact, Gerald. That is your only job. Tell your boss I'm coming for him.
Okay.
Ground team, report in. Bray, you there?
Affirmative. But only 6 pods made it. Various entry points.
Rally them to you, then head for the rendezvous hangar. Start prepping for our ships to land.
Okay, they don't open.
Let's hustle. Every minute, more of my ships get obliterated out there.
General notice. Power fluctuations continuing. To stabilize sectors 3, 14, and 15 are set for mandatory shutdown. All personnel to be reassigned.
Getting close. Those cannons have to be stopped.
General notice. Population control reports disturbance in Sector 5 quelled. All surviving inhabitants accounted for. Rampart units will be left on location in case of further security breaches.
This way.
Access denied. Environmental hazard detected.
The next area needs to be repressurized. Initiating.
Intruders located. Stop them here.
Depressurization at 22%.
Feels good to let loose.
Repressurization at 40%. Depressurization at 79%. Repressurization complete. Access enabled.
Alright, we got that.
That's done it. One of our pods.
We were lucky. Press on.
Lost 2 more transports. Can't keep up evasive maneuvers much longer.
We're right outside the defense station. Hold tight. Clear. Get to the controls.
No lootables. What's that? No, it's the generator. Another generator. Oh yeah.
Jarl, defenses are down. Signal the surviving ships to converge on the rendezvous point. Bray, come in. Status.
Rendezvous site secured. Hangar doors enabled. We'll have them open soon.
Need them open now. My birds are coming in. Prep for reception.
What exactly is this rendezvous point?
That's where we're headed. It's a bunker I established on D-Deck for my more sensitive operations.
Is that really impenetrable with its own secret hangar and dock?
Independent power source, life support, munitions. You'll see.
Deploy to D-Deck. Investigate and await further instructions. So it begins.
There's a good chance the General knows where we're going.
Then no time for sightseeing. Bray, stay sharp. You might get visitors.
Terrific.
Take the far exit. I've locked down the way we came.
All right.
Alert, alert. Defense system station compromised. Outer defenses down. Unrecoverable. Armed response initiative team.
We're causing a stir. Good. Feels good to let loose.
It's only the two of them.
The Omega skyline. Now I feel like I'm back. Strange. What are those things in the distance?
Some kind of force field.
That's not good.
Please remain within your assigned civilian containment area at all times.
Some of my men.
No, they're dead now. Oh!
We're getting close to the rendezvous. Let's move. I know that symbol.
Looks like a gang tag.
The Talons. They used to deface my property, too.
Well, they've claimed this elevator.
Warning. Omega has been compromised. All Cerberus personnel report to stations.
The Talon symbol again.
Could be evidence of a resistance.
Might be useful.
One of my soldiers by the force. What the hell is he doing? Max, take them out!
really high-tech mechs.
Those mechs are coming through the force field.
Stand still, you piece of shit! Need to check out that force field. Over here, Shepard. Poor idiot. Something tells me these force fields are going to be a problem.
Are we blocked?
Not this time. Come here. This way.
What are you doing?
Letting you in on a secret. Down the ladder.
Nazim? Was that her name? Narissa?
Who's there? Show yourself.
Spirits, look who's back.
Nyreen, that was it.
Aria T'Loak.
Nyreen, what the hell are you doing here?
Playing cat and mouse, mostly. Just trying to stay alive. If it wasn't for these tunnels.
My tunnels. I'm sure glad I showed them to you.
If you hadn't, I'd be dead or locked up by now.
Looks like you pass out your secrets to anybody.
You're mistaken, Commander. Aria keeps secrets better than anyone I know.
Shepard, this is Nyreen Kandros, ex-Turian military. We go way back. I've got a lot of questions, but they'll have to wait. Follow us, we'll get you to safety.
I'll do my best.
I won't fall back to get you, so keep moving.
Don't worry. It's in my interest to stay close.
Alright. Turian Huntress. Which of her abilities is best? What about tech? Okay.
So why are you back, Aria?
To reclaim what's mine.
Left something behind, I take it.
Not something. Everything. What's the fleet status?
Still landing inside the bunker.
Keep the enemy out. Lock it down. Now.
Lower blast doors. Lower the blast doors.
Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors. I can never hear it without hearing that part too. Okay, let's give you... want you to have. I put that right up. I might as well give you that. And and you get that. The same goodies I get. Okay. I think of it, I should have gotten a weapon called the Chakram there.
Great. Why aren't the cannons online?
Something's jamming them. Trying to identify.
Maybe
We'll flank the enemy.
that one's elsewhere.
Get them off you.
Okay.
Omega's mine.
Check the edges.
We're good.
Aria, there's a Cerberus engineer in here hacking the cannons, keeping them offline.
We'll find him.
It's usually like just over there somewhere.
Incoming.
There he is.
Got him.
Cannons initializing. Aria, the cannons have to be armed manually.
I'm on it. Focus on the Atlas.
Okay.
Cannons engaging. Head to the blast door.
Cool.
Nice guns. They'll keep the General's forces at bay for a while.
Let's get inside.
Bunker team, retract the bridge and lower the blast door. We're coming in. We're in. Lock it down.
Aria, I know this place is built like a fortress, but is it safe now that the General's clued in?
Maybe you felt safer hiding in the dark.
You should both know I assume nothing. And on that front, Nyreen, you left Omega fairly angry with me. I wasn't aware you'd returned. Explain yourself.
The truth is I never left. In fact, I went to great lengths to keep from you.
I'm not easily duped. Well done. But why?
I just couldn't leave. Considering all this, I wish I had.
Well, you always said I'd be the death of you.
How do we know she isn't working for Cerberus?
You're way off there. I know from personal experience that there isn't a corruptible bone in Nyrene's body.
Commander, the Cerberus occupation is an illegal action.
You've tried.
They need to be swept off this station.
Talk is cheap.
I welcome the scrutiny, Commander.
Don't worry, Nyrene. I know you're no threat to us. Your combat skills seem a little rusty, but you're still a good shot. See my duty officer. Bray, keep an eye on her.
Will do.
All right, Shepard, we need to move fast. I'm itching for revenge.
You'll do what you need to do.
And here I thought you might come here trying to change me. Once up and running, this bunker will provide recon and secret access to much of the station. I'd appreciate it if you would quickly eyeball operations, see that things are setting up smoothly.
What will you be doing?
Checking in on my forces. I need to know how many survived the assault before I can plan the attack. It won't take long. Join me at the command console when you're ready.
Alrighty.
All clear. Cerberus knows we're here. We'll be setting up combat ships, so pay attention to the run.
Nothing to collect.
Human.
There's Nyrene. Yeah, we've adjusted our weaponry.
What's the trouble here?
Power inverters are shorting, trying to find a workaround, but no go. They can probably be scrounged up somewhere on Omega. If you come across a set of carry inverters, bring them back here.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Ruck, you there? I swear, if you don't answer soon... Finally. Where are you? You don't know? Seriously? Look, just check your Omni tool for the station schematics. What do you mean your Omni tool is broken? Ruck, that's not good. Right. I'm not helping you. Sorry. Look, I'll just talk you back to the bunker, okay?
Sir, rerouting systems.
What is it?
I've been tasked with increasing this command center's control of Omega's operating systems. I've hacked surveillance on many decks, tapped various internal communication conduits, but I can only reach so far. There are terminals in Cerberus-controlled areas, and... well, you could get your hands on them. When you find these terminals, a simple input code will give me access privileges and more influence on station systems.
Easy enough.
Find the consoles.
I'll keep an eye on my board, and I'll let you know when my codes are activated. Thanks.
How are we looking?
All systems operational. Full Omega schematics coming online now.
Let's take a look. I see. Shepard, those force fields we saw. The General has them set up everywhere.
He's controlling access across the station.
What are these dark areas?
Many sections of Omega are powered down. I'm betting power is being siphoned to run those force fields.
Find the source, priority 1.
And we'll need a full tactical assessment of all Cerberus positions.
I'll get on it.
Shepard, we have work to do. Our losses were significant. We can't field an army large enough to face down Cerberus.
Then we need to find allies. Story of my life.
We've confirmed there is a Merc gang that's still active. The Talons are resisting the occupation. Not my first choice, but they're all we've got.
We'll make them join, one way or another.
Perfectly put.
Sorry to interrupt.
What is it?
I turned away for a second to offload supplies when I looked back.
You lost her.
Well,
We're locked down. She's got to be here somewhere.
This bunker has secret access points to other parts of the station. Unfortunately, Nyreen knows them. Damn it, Bray. If I wasn't already short on manpower. We have to focus on getting the Talons on board. Shepard, I'll meet you at the armory exit when you're ready to go. But don't keep me waiting. Yes, what is it?
Got a minute?
We need to get going. But what's on your mind?
Once we recruit the Talons, how do we reach the General?
I'm working on it. His command center set up an afterlife. No doubt a deliberate move to piss me off.
Anger makes you all the more lethal.
Count on it. Those strange force fields are blocking access to much of the station, including Afterlife. So after we complete our current objective, I'll be looking for a way to get around them. Enough talk. Is there anything else, or can we move on?
Tell me about this Merc gang we're looking to enlist.
Oh, holy
They're
shit,
drug
it's actually
runners
raining
and
again.
cutthroats, but they're highly organized. That sets them apart. They appear more civilized than, say, the Blood Pack, but at their heart, they're just as dishonorable. We'll have to appeal to their lust and greed to get and keep them in line. Anything else you need to know?
It seems like there's more to Nyreen than meets the eye.
You mean her disappearing act? Honestly, I'm not concerned. If it was anyone else, I'd want blood, but Nyreen's a variable I can control. She believes in a code of ethics. She oozes virtue.
You two must have made an interesting pair.
Opposites attract, right? Our connection was powerful but doomed. Nyreen demonstrated zero flexibility. She couldn't put up with the challenges of my life. That's all you're getting out of me on this subject, Shepard. Anything else?
Tell me more about Petrovsky.
He presumes to sit on my throne, that's all that matters.
I get that you hate him, Arya, but I need to know who we're up against.
All right, I'll admit he's not like other Cerberus operatives I've encountered. He's smart, thinks outside the box, very hard to predict. He's like his boss, no matter who suffers and no matter the cost, he stops at nothing. To defeat him, we have to be prepared to do the same. Is the cross-examination over? Because time is of the essence.
You're off the hook for now.
Good. I'll meet you at the exit by the armory.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for panels. I'll cross-reference with my station schematics to try and figure out where you are. Good luck out there.
What's your history with this gang?
Some mutually beneficial dealings and some occasional violence. The Talons weren't even a blip on our radar until the plague in 2185. Your little war against the other gangs left a vacuum.
Not my intention.
Their leader, Darius, took advantage of the situation and carved the Talons a bigger piece of the local drug trade.
Are we enlisting them because they're good, or because we need numbers?
They're cannon fodder. We're using them because they're the only game in town.
All soldiers know they're expendable.
Exactly. The Talons are mine already. They just don't know it yet. Just let me do the talking and...
Commander, Cerberus forces are scrambling. Looks like an attack on the Talons. Judging from comm chatter, their priority target is in the area. Could be the Talon leader.
Looks like we fight our way through Cerberus to get to them.
Let's move.
God, he looks funny with the little pistol. Big bad Shepard with his tiny little gun. And yet, it's pretty much one of the most powerful weapons.
One of these air
The terminal is active. Thank you, Commander.
I don't even know if it's... No, there's no point to going up there. We'll check anyway. I think it's just an upgrade, but because I've got all the upgrades still already, it's not going to be worth it. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Power's offline.
There should be a control switch for the generator nearby.
Looks like they were using this to observe the detainment centers.
Mission report. We're almost done scouting this location. Surveillance drones indicate the detention center is on par with the last one we hit, but something feels off with the patrol patterns that the display table is spitting out. I'd recommend another observation run before we try to extract the civilians. H. Okay.
That tower is the Talon outpost we're heading for.
Looks like the Talons are giving as good as they get.
Commander, Cerberus communications indicate that the high-priority target is nearby. Their forces will be directly on your path to the Talon outpost.
Understood.
High priority target. I'm pretty sure there's another console here. No? Not here. Okay. I know there's one in here. No.
Thanks.
My influence over station systems has just extended by 77%, Commander. Thank you.
77. It's not quite max yet. Hopefully I haven't missed one. Lootables. You don't have any.
Thank you.
I don't know how many of them there are, or if I've ever found them all.
Thank you, Commander.
Answer now. Last chance, Talon. Answer one. What the? Back off.
I don't think so.
She's using a different gun now.
Take care of the wounded, and scavenge what you can. I want us out of here ASAP.
You heard the boss. Move it.
Looks like we found the Talon leader.
My. Nyreen, aren't you full of surprises?
Arya. The deception was necessary. I needed to figure out what your plans were. The people on Omega depend on us. I couldn't risk compromising our operation.
Not exactly standard procedures for a street gang.
When Cerberus invaded, the Talons were a mess. I brought new direction. The General's been hunting us ever since. Right now, he's attacking one of our outposts. That's where I need to be.
We're done here, boss.
Right. Arya, Commander Shepard, whatever you're here for, the answer's no. Kindly escort yourselves off Talon territory.
We're coming with you. You get our help now in return for hearing us out later.
He has your charm, Arya.
But not my patience.
Fine. I don't have time to argue, and we can use the extra guns. Let's go.
I preferred it with the hood on, honestly.
You've improved your biotics since last I saw you.
You noticed the biotic grenades?
You always did like blowing things up, given half a chance.
Oh, hang on. Remember consoles. Nope. That. That's that. Maybe I should upgrade that thing. It's not a bad weapon.
Rampart mechs incoming! They left an Atlas behind to cover their retreat.
Didn't do him much good. There's another one. Okay, nothing else. Where is that thing? Ah, damn. I can't. Damn it. Fine. Oh, I can pick it back up. Good. I didn't think I could.
This way.
Yeah, still got it. Excellent. No, nothing else.
I hope you're not afraid of heights.
Reports coming in. Attention, top forces on the catwalks.
Finally, a little recognition. Actually, Arya, I'm Target Alpha.
Alright. Oh. Go down. Jesus, what happened there? Hang on,
Lockdown system's been compromised so many times it hardly knows up from down anymore. Nyreen to base. Need an engineer at the catwalk's entrance. Door's jammed again. This may take a moment.
You're not just using the catwalks as a secret passage to the base, are you?
A long drop is the best way to get rid of unwanted guests around here.
Are those doors open yet?
They're working on it. They've hacked the bridge controls.
Got him.
Doors open. Let's go. Hurry up. I need to get to my...
It's good to see you, boss.
I just realized I didn't have this on the whole time.
We'll be evacuating this location as soon as possible. Try not to interfere with my people's work.
Intel just reported in. The group of civilians we managed to evac arrived safely at the other outpost. Also, routine sweeps reporting nothing new on the adjutant presence.
Adjutants?
Creatures created by Cerberus. They eviscerate their victims' DNA, converting them into more adjutants.
Some kind of Reaper-based weapon.
I fought them before. They're a nightmare.
It got worse after you left. Cerberus lost control of them. Those things tore apart the gangs, then attacked everyone in sight. If Cerberus hadn't found a way to contain them, the entire station would be infected by now.
Don't let yourself be distracted by what-ifs.
What I saw, I'll carry with me until the end of my days, Commander. But it won't keep me from fighting. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an outpost to defend.
The adjutant's really got under her skin.
Hey, Commander. I just wanted to say thank you.
Just reported in to the boss.
Here, we found more medical supplies. All yours.
We're online.
Okay. I might have missed a console. Thought I should have 100% by now. Word is the attack on the station was led by Arya and that she's on board now. Boss is heading off to investigate. Try to stay out of trouble while she's gone and don't get caught. Our forces are tied down right now, so rescue options are limited.
Cerberus is backing off for now. Make sure the scouts keep an eye out for the next attack.
You've done an excellent job, Nyreen, but I'll be taking over now. You know what happens to people who argue with me.
And if I say no, you'll just kill me and take over? My people won't stand for that.
Yes, they do seem nauseatingly loyal. Either way, I'll get what I want.
Not this time.
Open your eyes. This is a war of attrition, and you're on the wrong side.
You might be right, but the people of Omega are my priority.
You take over one gang, and you think you're ready to decide what's best for Omega? Nyreen, watch and learn.
Everything's in place. The entire station's connected.
People of Omega, I have returned. Cerberus believes they have beaten you. They believe they have you under control.
They are gravely mistaken.
You are the lawless of the galaxy. You cannot be beaten, and you will never be controlled. Be ready. Your chance to strike out against your oppressors is coming. Together we will take Omega back!
That's your plan? Throw civilians at Cerberus?
Anything is better than being locked up like mindless animals waiting for slaughter.
I know what you're up to, Arya. And I don't like it. I have civilians to evacuate. I'll deal with this later. All right, let's get these people ready to go. Now!
What are you trying to do?
Trying? The people of Omega, my people, love a good street fight. When it breaks loose, they'll be ready. Nyreen's code of ethics won't let her sit by if civilians are exposed. It's what makes her utterly predictable and therefore easy to manipulate.
Cerberus is launching another offensive.
Looks like I'm not the only one who didn't like your little speech, Arya.
Glad I got his attention.
Commander, landing pads are yours. My people and I will hold the main doors.
Got it.
There's this generator. There.
Malfunction detected.
Commander Shepard, we need your help at the main doors.
Hang on.
We're on our way.
Everything.
Thanks.
Alright, that's probably it.
Thanks.
That's it. Cerberus is pulling out.
Oh,
Let's talk, Shepard.
they died too fast.
The Talons will join your cause. Someone's got to make sure you don't run roughshod over our people.
You see, Shepard.
Let me guess. She said I was predictable and therefore easy to manipulate.
Pretty much word for word. She thinks she's playing you.
Nothing new here. One thing, though. I maintain command over my people. This is not up for debate.
Just have them ready.
Oh, they'll be ready.
We're almost there, Shepard. The Talons will be the frontline fodder. Now we just need to bring down the force fields to clear the way to Afterlife.
Which will release Omega civilians.
Cerberus will have 1,000,000 fires to put out. In one fell swoop, we'll have the people in the Talons working for us.
You handled Nyreen perfectly and got us an army.
She wears her weakness on her chest. It would take more effort to stop myself from exploiting it.
Let's hope she's up to the task.
You and I will have to keep her on point. Now, I'll be at the command console plotting our next move.
Urgently, your attention, if you please.
Things are starting to heat up over here.
Urgently, tentative excitement. Welcome to Harrot's Emporium, human. Relieved, I am grateful for Aria's return. Hidden back room was getting confining. Her patrol liberated me. Curious, you seem familiar.
I had a discount at your store the last time I was here.
Enlightened, I see. Cunningly, I have a plan to recoup my losses since the Cerberus takeover. Informative, the General threw out Aria's couch from Afterlife upon taking over. I would like to gain her favor by returning it. Temptingly, if you find it and send me the coordinates, I will make it worth your while.
It's not a priority, but I'll keep my eyes open.
Appreciative. Upon success, I will give you a finder's fee for your trouble.
I'll let you know.
Courteously, have a nice day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Nothing.
How are you holding up?
Those are exactly what I needed. Thanks.
Okay.
I think I figured out where you are.
Scouts are ready to go.
I've blocked enemy access to critical areas.
Yeah, I missed a
Frontal assault
console.
should be less treacherous.
Bummer. Probably was in one of those areas I thought it was and just didn't find it. Oh well.
Squad leaders are prepping their units. Ready to go?
Talk to me, Az.
I've located the source that's powering the Cerberus force fields.
Yes, I see. Shepard, take a look at this. The General is siphoning power from one of my main reactors deep in the bowels of Omega's mines.
Unfortunately, access is cut off by the force fields themselves.
Not completely. There's an open route through that dark area, then up.
The processing plant for one of the mines. It's been powered down. No force fields blocking it.
We infiltrate there, find
There's
our
a
way
reason
to the
for
mine,
that.
then take that elevator to the reactor's back door.
Good eyes, Shepard. Let's go.
Not without me.
Arya, my patrol caught her in the perimeter.
Please. You didn't catch me. We're allies now. Didn't Arya tell you?
Nyreen was expected, Bray. Return to your station.
Poor Bray.
The Talons are ready, but if I'm sending my people into the breach, I want to make sure those force fields come down for good. So like it or not, you're stuck with me.
It's almost as if you don't trust me.
It's exactly as if I don't trust you.
I don't care if you hate her, just as long as you obey my orders.
I see you two went to the same charm school.
Go wait by the med bay, Nyreen. We'll join you shortly. Shepard, I have last-minute orders to dole out. I'll meet you there, too. I can almost taste it, Shepard. Once we stop the leaching of the reactor, my path to the General will be clear.
Well, aside from the thousands of troops standing between him and us.
Details. We don't have time to waste. Is there something you want to talk about?
Do you think Nyreen's over whatever happened between you?
It was a long time ago. But Nyreen's the type that doesn't forget. I run roughshod over most people, and if the tracks I leave aren't deadly, they're at least permanent. As different as we are, I don't wish her ill. So long as she doesn't get in my way.
What happens when we bring the force fields down?
The people revolt, chaos ensues, and we lead the Talons and my forces on a wanton path right through the General's command center and afterlife.
A bloodbath.
It's true. When the force fields come down, all hell breaks loose. But as far as I'm concerned, all the blood's on Petrovsky's hands.
Is your hatred for the General getting the best of you?
I'd say it's bringing out the best in me. The man has turned Omega into a prison and a launch pad for Cerberus campaigns. You should hate him too. I, for one, can't wait to finally get my hands on him.
I won't bother you with more questions.
All right, when you're ready, I'll meet you and Nyreen at the exit by the med bay.
All medical supplies have been distributed to the ground forces.
Shepard. I know time is short, but I was hoping we could talk. Alone.
I'm not big on talking behind Arya's back.
It's not about that. In this situation, Arya's ruthlessness is a necessary evil. I understand that. Let her have revenge. I'm not doing this for me, and I'm not doing it for Arya or what we once had.
It's for the people of Omega. I get it.
Someone has to be their voice in all this. Incredibly powerful forces are about to do battle, with them caught in the middle. I just hope, as we bring down those force fields and go to war, that you can keep the people in mind.
What's your impression of Petrovsky?
An adversary worthy of respect. And not just because he's shrewd. When I was starting to organize the Talons, he offered amnesty to anyone who set down their weapon. A few of my people surrendered, and he made good on his word.
So he has a code.
And, as near as I can tell, it doesn't exactly match the Elusive Man's.
Are your people ready for the fight?
You needn't worry about the Talons, Shepard. They were thieves and scoundrels once, but they serve with integrity now. We're fighting for a better world. I have to wonder if the same can be said for our Asari friend. I suppose we'll know soon enough.
How did you get mixed up with Arya?
I was happy in the Turian military, but when my biotic abilities started to manifest, my superiors saw fit to reallocate me. They practically locked me away. I couldn't use my skills to benefit my people. So I quit. I floated around the galaxy, looking for a new purpose.
And you found your way here?
More like I lost my way here. But then there was this beautiful, fierce creature who didn't let anyone define her. I'll admit, I was mesmerized. I wanted a little bit of that to rub off on me.
How close were you two?
The draw was undeniable. Her strengths mirrored my insecurities. Maybe deep down it was the same for her. But trying to be with her turned into trying to be her. Irene Kandros was vanishing.
You could take more cues from her.
A great human wrote, "To thine own self be true." I tried to fit into Arya's world. In the end, it helped me remember who I am. It took a lot to break away from her. But I regret nothing.
You're a veteran. Why are you so disturbed by these adjutants?
I know fighting Reapers is old hat to you, Commander. But these... what they do to people? They could still be out there. And if they return, I don't want to even think about what would happen to Omega's people. The image of that drives me and haunts me.
I really wish you could put her in charge instead of
What do you know about the
Arya in the
Cerberus
end of
force
all
field?
this.
The technology
There's
comes from
nothing you
beyond
can
the
do for
Omega-4
that.
relay. Flesh disintegrates upon contact. The power required must be enormous. I fear that disrupting it could destabilize other systems on the station. I hope we'll proceed with care and certainty.
I appreciate it, Irene. We're heading out soon.
I'll be ready.
All right. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to pick that up. I must have missed that. Not that it's a weapon I liked, but... where is the one she usually uses? There. Damage is way down, but the fire rate's up. Why not? Might as well do that. She used it in the cutscene, I might as well give it back to her.
Arriving at one of the ESO processing plants. It's been powered down, so we'll have to pry open the door.
I'll get it.
Access to the mine should be on the far side.
And the reactor is beyond that?
According to the schematics. I ran Omega and Irene. I didn't work the mines myself.
No. You had indentured servants for that. Spirits.
Relax. They're all Cerberus.
They've been ripped to shreds.
I don't like this.
Alright, first of all, you can use that. I'm going to switch you to that. Actually, we'll keep you on that. If the cooldown works both ways, then they'll be able to use their abilities faster this way. There's nothing there.
More dead.
It's a bloodbath. I got a bad feeling. We shouldn't be...
Quiet. What's that sound?
An adjutant.
Oh no. General must have locked this place down to keep it inside.
Nothing to pick up.
elevator to the mines is through that door.
It's deactivated.
Then we need to power this place up. There should be a master circuit breaker somewhere.
Security memo. The processing facility is to be locked down immediately. This is a priority Alpha order. Be advised that anyone or anything attempting to evacuate the area will be terminated with extreme prejudice.
These pipes power the door. We should follow them.
The whispering's receding.
Maybe the adjutant doesn't like its odds.
Don't kid yourself. I've seen one of those things take down a squad of soldiers.
So have I. Oh. Salvage.
Down this ladder.
There's the power control.
When this is over, there'll be a lot of repairs to make.
I hope you'll focus on the civilian areas first.
You are relentless.
That's one thing we have in common.
Spirit!
Unload on it.
Nardine, wake up!
I hate those things.
Hate should make you deadlier. That looked like fear to me.
All right, back to the door.
A lot of dead bodies that you can now see clearly.
Another one.
Fire at will.
Shepard, look alive! More adjutants!
We can't let them escape. I think we got them all.
Let's try the elevator again. Stay alert.
Okay.
All right, into the elevator.
I'll seal the door.
On to the mines. What's eating you?
Just processing. It's clear the General sealed that area to keep the adjutants in.
Along with some unlucky soldiers.
Yes. The creatures killed them, but didn't turn them into more adjutants. Can't shake it. Something's off.
You're just spooked.
There's a rhythm to this place, Arya. To Cerberus. If you'd stuck it out here, maybe you'd feel it too.
Whatever's in our way, we'll deal with it.
You can hear the drills. Damn it, they shouldn't be straining like that.
Cerberus must be working them hard.
Access to the reactor is somewhere on the upper level.
Let's find a way up there.
Glowy rocks. don't know where those bullets came from. There.
We can use that maintenance elevator across the way. We need to find an alternate route across.
Okay.
Looks like that goes under the conveyor belt.
Yank.
Bastards are running this place too hot. It'll burn out in a month.
Stay focused.
I think this is going to get us there.
Head up.
To echo from Samuel Way. Seriously, if I hear that idiot complain about ESO hazards or say we're all going to die one more time, I'm going to show him exactly what he really should have been worried about all along. ESO is only dangerous to us as dust. Wish that little bit of info would just get through his thick skull. Sam. Any more? Oh, yeah.
Made it. Hit the switch.
They know our target. Expect heavy reinforcements.
Just stay focused and find the access point to the reactor.
Looks like Cerberus invaded here.
Ah, there it is.
Killed everyone.
So I didn't miss it.
Now we're paying them back in kind.
It doesn't come in until much
Sure
later.
your dead workers feel much better now.
The elevator to the reactor is across the way.
Careful. This place is falling apart. Strange. We're not being attacked anymore.
Yep, be ready for anything.
Why are you grinning, Arya?
We're almost there. When the force fields come down, this war finally begins.
For some of us, it started months ago.
That wasn't war, babe. That was just warm-up. There's the reactor, straight ahead.
Actually, I wonder. Will I be like this in the cutscene? Nah, pulls you out of it.
I commend you. Your plan of attack was impeccable.
Looks like we were expected.
More like lured.
I knew the reactor would be the hard target. I gave you no choice but this route.
Why don't you do this in person, Petrovsky? Get your own hands dirty.
I take no pleasure in any of this, Commander. You're the ones trying to start a war for the glory of Arya. But now it's over.
This isn't over until your next of kin can't identify you.
I love your bravado, but have the sense to know when you're beaten. You've been neutralized, and I can leave you there to rot. You might as well give up.
Never!
Arya, what are you thinking?
I'm not going out like this.
Arya, don't!
What the hell is she trying to do?
Something that's supposed to be impossible.
Damn it, Arya, you're forcing my hand. We'll do it your way then.
Irene! Max!
Where are they? Oh yeah, so I can't just go to the front.
Shepard, I can't hold this much longer! Go!
Spirits, Arya. How did you know you could do that?
I didn't.
You just heard her. She refused to go out, trapped. Quick check. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, nothing else.
Shepard, there's no let up. The mechs just keep coming.
Stay alive over there.
You can't do this, Commander. There's more at stake than you know. That reactor powers life support systems for dozens of wards across the station. Shut it down and thousands of people perish.
You hearing this, Arya?
Yes, and I don't care. Shut it down. Shepard, don't. Try rerouting power away from the force fields.
Can't risk it.
Only because I'm doing Renegade Run. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. They're running in place.
So be it. All units, battle stations, prepare for attack.
A lot of civilians died in this attack. Irene's not going to be happy.
You okay?
Never better.
That makes one of us. You let thousands die by overloading that reactor. You should have tried, Shepard.
Shepard did what was necessary. No qualms, no hesitation. Take a good, hard look. That's what fearlessness looks like.
What are you driving at, Arya?
You fought bravely against those mechs in there, Nyreen. Very impressive.
But?
Why can't you bring that same grit when adjutants attack? It's pathetic. You tense up at the mere mention of those abominations.
Lay off.
I just shouldn't have done that.
I'm trying to help her, Shepard. Call it tough love. The war's starting. I don't mean to miss it.
She's never been big on thank yous. Getting reports. All force fields down. Civilians taking to the streets in droves. Cerberus pulling back.
That won't last.
The people don't have the training to go up against Cerberus front lines. They'll be wiped out.
Civilian casualties can't be avoided. You'll have to accept this.
Say what you will, Arya. I won't allow senseless deaths.
The people are meant to distract Cerberus, not us.
I know what to do, Commander.
Arya, Bray here.
Report.
My team is scouting the maintenance tunnels. We've encountered Cerberus forces escorting engineers. They're moving gear. Look to be setting explosives to the station's central support columns.
Bray, engage. Delay them as long as you can. We're coming.
Got it. Roll out, people.
If they detonate the main column, they'll cut off the way to Afterlife. The Talon offensive will be stopped cold.
So we split up.
Yes. Nyreen, lead the frontal assault. Shepard and I will meet you in the markets after we've taken care of those bombs.
Of course. But don't count on me building your memorials if you get yourselves killed.
Don't get ahead of yourself. The only route to the central column is through the tunnels.
Arya's here. Here, I cover your backs.
check. Yeah, nothing else here.
Reinforcements!
They took out the catwalk, but we can extend the dam in the control room. That should get us across. Let's go.
Quick scan. Do-do-do-do. Nothing. Ah, yeah.
Irene here. We've engaged Cerberus and cleared our first target. ETA to the Gozu district is on track.
Excellent.
Erin, found what you wanted. Sending you the coordinates now.
Is that my couch?
And nothing else.
Shepard, we need to get to the central column before Cerberus sets off those bombs.
We're hitting less resistance. I think they're sending forces your way.
They're messing with the support columns. We have to stop them. Over there! We can get to the bomb controls once they
Got it.
Okay.
Those bombs just went live. The console is locked. We'll have to manually disable them. Take care of the bomb, Shepard. I'll handle Cerberus.
Come on.
Three left.
One down.
Two more. Just one to go.
Don't think there's anything there.
Let's clear the room.
Over here.
Okay.
We're clear.
Good. Nyreen, things are under control here. What's your situation?
We're advancing through the Gozu district.
Move forward. Keep that flank covered.
Yes, boss.
We're holding our own, but Cerberus has started targeting the civilians. Reports of casualties are coming in from all sectors.
Just get to the rendezvous point. That's all that matters.
Not in my world. Nyreen out.
So how exactly do we get to Afterlife from here?
I'm thinking the straightforward approach, for a change.
Break her way through. Oh. Just a med kit.
Cerberus.
How do you know that? Could be the Talons. Never mind.
Don't judge Shepard on his guess. He's been fighting Cerberus long enough that he knows the sound of their weapons.
Damn it. Az, there are adjutants here. Track our progress and seal the rooms behind us.
Yes, Arya.
Looks like they bit off more than they could chew.
We should get a move on.
Civilian population contained, we should be ready to initiate the next phase of the project on schedule. Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%. The first generation adjutants have been transferred from the containment area and are being outfitted with the implants. The previous batches have been processed and moved to the storage area. We can now control when and where the adjutants convert their victims. Initial testing on various species provides ample proof the virus can adapt flawlessly, regardless of the host used. With the civilian population contained, we should be ready to initiate the next phase of the project on schedule. Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%.
Those idiots were experimenting on adjutants.
That explains the ones we saw earlier.
Not experimenting on adjutants, they were creating them. High priority memo. Test adjutants have escaped. They are to be rounded up and transferred to Central HQ's holding area post-haste. Damage is to be avoided at all costs under penalty of severe combat pay deductions.
Extra security. The doors only open one at a time.
Makes sense, considering what they had locked up in here.
Door's unlocked. Let's get out of here. That doorway leads to the Gozu district.
Omega! Look out!
Ooh. Okay.
Irene, Arya and I are entering the Gozu district.
Understood.
They have such cool eyes. They're like cats.
Take out the turret.
Alright, yeah.
We're almost there.
Let's see. Nope.
Friendly's incoming. Irene is waiting for you two in the markets. What's going to happen to us?
If that Talon scout hadn't found us earlier, we'd be dead.
And the only chance at redemption
The mad prophet.
in the world. Repent. Repent and restore your souls to glory before it is too late. This great night here. We should be out there fighting with them.
We got this covered. Go, go, go!
Alright. Should be nearly there.
Irene here. Something's not right.
Cerberus is still on my station. Of course something's not right.
Not what I was talking about. I'm checking this out. Going radio silent.
What the hell is she doing?
Where's Nyreen?
Scouting ahead. We've got our hands full holding this area.
She's going on to Afterlife.
We can't keep this up much longer.
They're retreating!
nothing you can do to save her.
That's it.
But
Tell your boss.
yeah, Arya's pissed now.
Enough! Kill you all! Petrovsky dies. Now.
Irene Kandros was a good soldier. It's a shame she had to die for your petty ambitions.
You're a dead man.
No, wait! What now, Petrovsky?
Divide and conquer, Commander. Kandros killed the adjutants we hadn't finished experimenting on. These are fully under our control. The prototypes for our future army.
How nice.
Keep Shepard away from those generators. Keep Shepard away from those generators.
You can't stop me so easily.
One down. Get him off.
Hold the perimeter.
Come on down.
Stop him.
Omega's mine. I'm back, fuckers.
Attention all Cerberus forces. Surrender.
That's done. I never actually noticed that. There's a whole ton of generators. Yeah. Yep. Okay, that's Omega. Got you now.
Cease and desist all aggression. It's over.
You lost.
Commander Shepard, I surrender myself into your custody.
That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Oh, biotic slap.
Shepard, I'm unarmed, and I can give the Alliance intel on the elusive man.
You'll say anything to save your skin.
I let you escape, Omega. I deserve mercy.
Is this true, Arya?
Inexplicably. I think he'd agree now that it was the biggest mistake of his life.
But this is murder.
That's right. Cold-blooded murder. No less than you deserve. Oh no. Get a quick, easy death.
Vicious. I don't know what she did at the end there, but...
Clean up this mess.
Shepard, I never thought I'd enjoy having a partner.
That happened.
Thank you for not interfering. Killing that man was deeply satisfying.
And thanks to you, I have Omega back.
So what's your plan?
There's a lot to rebuild.
Starting with this command center.
It may take some time to remove the general stink from my throne. Wonder if I'll ever really enjoy the pole dancing in here again.
The citizens of Omega have been through a lot, Arya. Try to remember that.
They better remember who liberated them.
And don't worry. I'll honor our arrangement. Troops, ships, and a mountain of Ezo. You earned it.
Then I'll be going.
Bray will take you back. I have a station to whip into shape.
Depending on certain choices that you make to encourage her anger or not, or to like focus on civilians, will depend on how this bit ends.
Hear me. I, Arya T'Loak, have given you back your lives. My rule is reignited. My hand is on the controls once more, and I will not let go again.
Each of you owes a debt. Gain my favor by rounding up the remaining
Cerberus invaders and we'll take our revenge. It's their turn to tremble. Their turn to bleed.
Going forward, your lives will be hard. But the price you pay is for your
freedom. Only I can protect that. And hear this. I will make Omega impenetrable. No one will ever threaten my domain again.
From this day on, the galaxy will know one hard truth.
Don't fuck with Omega.
You always get these crap details, Bray?
Not this time. You got a galaxy to save. Let's get you off this rock.
Sent you a little souvenir of our adventures on Omega, Shepard. Fittingly enough, the king sustained a crack, Arya. So you get the chess set in your room.
Commander?
Okay. No, I don't need to do that just yet. Alright, so we got the diplomats meeting to do now, I believe. Struggling to remember where I left off. Yep. Okay. Let's progress the story a bit more. Pretty sure there's nothing to find here. Yeah. Alright.
Commander, the Salarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Salarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
That decision saved the galaxy. The Rachni were devouring everything in their path.
And what the Rachni started, the Krogan tried to finish. We simply traded one enemy for another. I won't let history repeat. Curing the genophage will doom us all.
Whether you like it or not, we need Krogan help to win this war.
And what happens when the war is over?
We'll find a new way to keep the peace.
And they'll break it.
Enough! This is all theoretical. It would take years to formulate a cure. There's no time.
My information says otherwise. A Salarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
What does it matter? Palaven is burning right now. Earth is burning right now. If it takes a cure to cement this alliance, then that's what I'm doing.
He's right. The hard truth is we don't have a choice. Give Rex what he wants.
Or none of us will survive long
God,
enough to know who was
Dalatras.
right or wrong.
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkash. But I warn you, Commander, the consequences of this will be felt.
Will be nothing compared to what happens if the Reapers win.
Let's get the females.
You're not setting foot on Surkash. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
Well, as it is, we need them most right now. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, they're all set.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
If they start backtracking, the angry Krogan act couldn't hurt.
Who said anything about acting?
Just try to keep it verbal.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them back, Rex. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, Liara. I wouldn't want anyone else along for the ride. I suppose I can make room for you too, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
Commander, I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
I love their camaraderie.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex!
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
Does Solarian hospitality always come with sharpshooters? This is an insult to the Alliance.
Please understand, no matter what some politician might say, Krogan are still considered a hostile race.
I wonder why.
However, on behalf of the Solarian Union, I apologize. But we must insist the Krogan remain under guard.
And if we insist otherwise?
You'll have another war on your hands.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Yorg.
Careful! Watch the containment shield!
I'd hope to never see one of those again.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Seems like a good place to hide things you don't want the galaxy to know about. Like female Krogan.
I'm aware of how this must look, but it was for their own good. They were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. We brought them here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for Yon specimen arrival.
This is where all you... Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
I know I said to act the angry Krogan, Rex.
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Yeah.
Who tipped you off about the females?
He certainly could have done it stronger.
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw. Besides, you'd think this is the kind of thing the Shadow Broker would have known about. Too bad I don't know him. Or her.
I'm sure the broker was very busy.
I don't know how Rex happened to know that.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on...
He wasn't around when she became Shadow
Clans
Broker.
Dorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
That's what I always liked about you, Rex.
My smoldering good looks?
There is that. But you've never given up, and that determination's about to pay off.
Yeah. Who would have thought back on Vermeer we'd be standing here doing this together?
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn Pyjaks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
What a horrible way to live.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never going to let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
The last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
Just wait till this war is over.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
A Cypher analyst over in Intel told me the Turians can't hold out much longer.
Commander Shepard, it's
Major Kirrahe.
I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermeer. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vakarian. Always a pleasure. And same to you, Dr. T'Soni.
Major.
It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Urdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Yes, and he's rather angry about the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
Worth the trouble of saving him.
You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready. Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Shepard,
Morden.
excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morden.
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Urdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I need that cure to get the Krogan to support me.
Understood, but don't have it yet. Need to hurry. One survivor can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Goddess, what she's been through.
Urdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Eve, I am an army.
Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tuchanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Okay.
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown.
Clearance secure.
Watcha secure.
Yard subjects. We have a problem.
What sort of problem?
Security overrides aren't responding.
We've got to get moving, Shepard.
Log, Morden Solus 178.3. Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females dying. Malin's data details procedures. Spotted his error. Brute force application to alter hormone levels. Shows how far he'd fallen. Glad I saved data. Have developed counteragent. Saved at least one female.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Oh, I have to. Bomb!
Oh crap.
Get back!
Nice.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
This looks worse than I thought.
Taking enemy fire. Subsisting Caltech 4. Direct reinforcements to that location has confirmed.
Clear.
I'm sure there will be more.
Copy Ares. Primary objective is eliminating the Krogan.
More incoming!
Oh.
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from non.
Don't let him take cover in the lab! The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way.
Hello, Yorgies.
PC-732, the Yogg, has been authorized for covert uplift. They are ideal candidates for expanding Solarian influence with full deniability. The risk is minimal.
Obviously, they've never had to fight a Yogg face to face.
Nope, apparently not. Their violence apparently isn't a problem as far as they're concerned.
Careful. There goes the next Shadow Broker. Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Not funny.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint, attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
I see the checkpoint. They're under fire.
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance. Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reaper's left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint.
Never know how the Elusive Man gets all his info. He seems to know everything.
Hurry! Next checkpoint!
Copy all squads. I have the Krogan in sight. Keep the treatment. Headed up to the next level. All squads converge.
I don't think there's anything else.
Where's Minerva team? They are responding.
Shepard, get cracking. I'll try to draw some of their fire.
Shepard, last attack compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you, Morton. That did it.
Nope, nothing new. Okay.
Cerberus isn't fooling around. They're capable of anything.
Nice.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
I love that gun.
How do I not have one of those?
Go, Commander. I'll cover you.
Orion squad. Your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
Looks like Cerberus got some upgrades.
I'll cover you, Commander. Make your advance.
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
Maybe try to flank them instead.
I think we got them all.
To the next checkpoint. I'm sure Cerberus isn't done.
Always a pleasure to watch you work, Commander.
Trying to think. I think his. You get that gun on the next floor, I think. Nothing else? Nope.
Morton was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off. They got here too fast.
Every war has its traitors.
Looks like they mean business! More up top! Find cover! We've got stairs over there, Shepard. Take the high ground.
Okay. Quick scan down here.
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
I can't. There we go.
Orion squad, trap the female at checkpoint 2. Take her out.
I don't think there's anything there. The end of this area, I believe, is where it is.
Suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Yeah, let me quick scan. What was that? Nothing.
Species 408, the Varan, could provide a novel form of biological warfare with enhanced size and intelligence that could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project.
Oh, right, I gotta do the power terminal first. Which is at the same spot as the gun. If I remember correctly, anyway. I don't think I am, though. Oh no, yep, there it is. Fun weapon, just not nearly as powerful as this thing.
Keep up the pressure! Understood.
Affirmative.
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
How are you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope not Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan.
That was the last one.
God damn.
Let's get the hell out of here.
How did that bullet go right through those pillars? Didn't realize it was that good.
The female's on the way up to the landing
Where
area.
am I going?
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
This one? Yeah. I found where to go then.
We're almost back up top.
Okay.
They found us. Under heavy attack.
This is Phoenix 6. We've got the Krogan boxed in.
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance.
Reinforcements are en route.
Appears safe. Need final approval now, Shepard.
Should have an Atlas.
Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Without the DLC, the Atlas and the engineers with the turrets first appear in this mission. You don't get them in the base game before then. That's why they get these special cutscenes to appear. Run!
Shepard! I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable. Containment shield weakening, Shepard.
That's some serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open.
Cerberus, we did it!
Done.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. You getting old? Fighting Saren was a lot harder.
Just tore that thing apart. Maybe I should up the difficulty a bit.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there. There they are. That's them.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The Illusive Man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good, hack it out.
Being built across multiple generations of species, it's got to be simple. They had to design it so that the next cycle would be able to translate it and build it themselves. It's like a giant microphone.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Mordin, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Mordin. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage Modification Project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Rex, I hope you realize Turians are dying while we sort this out.
The Genophage has been killing the Krogan for 1,000 years. This is how it feels.
We'll be in medbay if you need to speak. Eve requires more tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing?
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
The Krogan will make sure that doesn't happen.
Assuming you're successful with the cure.
We will be.
You have to be, Commander. I don't want to go down as history's last Primarch.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
The Salarian Dalatras was worried about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The Genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally. than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and
Well
mine
put.
were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
Alrighty. Rex.
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing?
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralak Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
What will you do after the Genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing.
Yeah, they're not quite there in force yet.
Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the Genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more.
Women have good ideas, Rex. You should listen.
Yeah, but they have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
You think the Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been.
Stop with the Joker. Monies!
Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die. No, that's about it. So a Prothean, a real live Prothean. Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists. Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the Genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard. Morton sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right...
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard.
Alright. Next stop.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Oh.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
And this is just with a skeleton crew. You should see this ship when it's fully staffed.
Oh, no, Commander. I'm not complaining. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
Alliance News Network Information Partners. Scientist Rana has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said she spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. Voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told her that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. She worked on a top-secret project for the former Spectre Saren several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. She was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they are not seeking any more suspects. So that's the one you tell to run. So, yeah. Major Kira, hey, Commander, it's a pleasure seeing you again on Sakesh. Even if the circumstances were less than ideal, it seems fate has decided our meeting coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help you when your need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara's with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in the ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you, talk with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. From Farron. Where am I going? Check with everybody. No one there. Oh, wait.
I can't imagine anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Everything okay in the med bay?
Yes, Mordin would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
Hello, Commander. Hello, Commander.
Commander.
Let's see. Liara, Garrus, Mordin, Eve, and those two.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
No upgrades there.
Please, enjoy your day.
Alrighty, Garrus.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the Genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. It takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh? I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Mordin still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. How's it going?
Alright. A little bit more.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Izzy, what's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
Considering everything the Solarians have done to the Krogan, can you blame them?
Yes, Eve's released my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
We're Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a Thresher Maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they've become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence. Excuses to earn them honor.
How has Mordin been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Asari Borgia offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear. How did you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I've only met a few humans in my time. I'm glad for the opportunity.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
So, we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tuchanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So, the end justifies the means?
Not my means.
But you're using the data. Encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
How is she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient, my responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You've always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression, cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong?
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right, to prove I can.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure. Work against collectors. Decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny. Sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You'd go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
I love that Solarian so much. Engineering. Oh, right, we just got Donnelly in that pack.
If you don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
Stand down, Yeoman. She's allowed to voice her opinion until I disallow it.
Aye, aye, Commander. But how does she get to say whatever she wants to the whole galaxy and there's no other side?
I'll be clear that the opinion expressed is just my own.
Well, okay. It's not great, but okay.
Yeah. You come across him having conversations with a couple people on the ship. Turns out he has a very optimistic look on how everything in the war will go. He's very opinionated on right and wrong.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans are always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here.
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Solarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself. I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best.
Liara didn't know Grunt, though.
Did I mention Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one. This Cerberus. I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. A Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes. Yes.
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I just mean, it's an amazing work of engineering. Elastic titanium silicon polymers, ultra-light harmonic phased power cells.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ever accidentally walks into a wall, there's just so much padding.
Ugh, I knew it.
Wish I were a wall.
You pretty much are, Kenneth. Commander, thank you.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Commander.
Nothing to report.
That's pretty much it. Yep.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
Yeah. I love those two. They're so good. Alright.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils.
Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication. Good work, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Commander. You can count on me.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
God damn it. I don't think the Paragon and Renegade is changing at all. Which is frustrating.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Surkesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Hey.
Alright, upgrades. I wanted to buy a certain gun, but I gotta go back to the Citadel for that. If I've got enough money for it. Okay. Okay, so we've got a few missions to go. Head back to the Citadel and check if I can afford this gun. And I think I need to talk to Barlavon still.
Dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need a cab to the Presidium.
It'll be there momentarily.
I remember that we didn't talk to Barlavon, so we'll talk to him. Is he still here?
I had plans to return to Laroon, but business here keeps luring me back. Perhaps it's for the best, all things considered. Take the time to admire how well they repaired the Citadel.
Okay. I haven't found the team yet. That's why he's still there.
Have you decided how to tell him? I don't know.
And just want to check.
Thinking of going? To Sanctuary, I mean. I thought you were the cool dad.
Nope. Okay. Thought I had his thing, but I might have done it already since he's not talking. Alright, so that was a waste. Waste of time. Oops. So we're going to head to the embassy.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Hello, ma'am. What can I do for you today?
here. Sorry, Huntress weapon permit. So this is the one with PTSD at the hospital. Keeps asking for a gun. You don't want to give her the gun because she basically kills herself, and then you lose war assets. Partner benefits increase. Revisits called to active duty are not drawing full pay because of the scale of the galactic threat and the massive funding required to match salaries and partner benefits for so many on short notice. Using Spectre authority to mandate salary matching for all personnel with partners or dependents on the Citadel would require cuts to tax incentives and post-war economic stimulus goals. I don't remember how this outcome is, but I'll let it go. Civilian deportation order. Bailey has requested assistance with a con man who is preying on refugees. Man has exploited loopholes to delay his arrest. Spectre authorization will allow CSEC to immediately deport the con man from the Citadel. Yes, we want him gone. War asset change. Yep. Dang, still there. I'm close. Just not close enough. Alright. One or two more missions and I should be able to buy that. Well, okay. So that's going to be it for now. I'm going to head it off here. And I'll be back as soon as I can be. Time's been iffy for me at the moment, so that's why it's been such a long time since I last played it. But I'll be back as soon as I can, hopefully tomorrow. It'll be too late for tonight, so I'll try and get back to it tomorrow. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.